But I always wonder about the inks and stuff like that. I know they're pretty settled in the dermis and epidermis, but I don't know. I like bodies without a lot of tattoos on them, but I don't mind tattoos. But I would never have tattoos all over my body like that. I think that sometimes we need to love ourselves for what we are and not feel we need to be different by, augmenting the body like that. I'm not good with piercing everywhere, I just, ears are fine and all that, but when you start piercing everything under the sun, it's like, oh, I don't know, So I'm pretty much each to whatever they like. I like individuality. I think there's some tattoos that are just friggin' gorgeous. Just incredible tattoo artists out there. So, a few tattoos on someone doesn't bother me, but too much. I particularly don't care for them on women too much. Women with too many tattoos. Just me. And then I'm an old fart, Danielle, haha, BTW, I am still a man. Oh ho! He's still a man. Good. Daniel, glad you like my... What is ridiculous and outrageous is that childhood trauma university being the basis of ego and personality dysfunction is a consensus in psychology, but schools and the media do not teach it. I have to keep my... you're good for me because I have to keep my... I have to keep myself in your groove. If you know what I mean. By design, of course, to treat us like mushrooms. Exactly. It was interesting you called them. I have asthma, and so you probably had some trouble from my energy there. I will be good and go to bed now. D fruits for the win, folks. D. Daniel. Adrenals on the asthma, Daniel. Adrenals. I kind of thought you were because generally ladies not quite into the articulation that you are there. I like that. I have to, you keep me on my toes with your articulation of life. Pretty good. Really love you, man. Oh, this is Miss Raw Flower. That drives me nuts. Your cancer videos, oh, thanks for that. I'm amazed you guys liked them because I just came out that way and I'm going to add to them. Somebody brought in, I'm going to add to each one of these individual videos. That's the idea. On the back, I'll get in specific cancers and what you would do for them. But I just need time to kind of collect and go on and add more of the individual things. And then I'll try to expand my ability to do things like that more when I'm doing the video. Oh, thanks. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, all of you, and especially Miss Raw Flower. Looking forward to a fresh reading your book and kick the butt with the fruits. Love to you too, dear one. Intriguing picture. Woo-hoo. Sweet 00976. Thank you for the response in this video. I am wanting to begin an all-fruit diet, but I'm still stuck on you need protein bandwagon. I train intensively. Well, if you train intensively, pump the greens, pump the alfalfa. Do that favor for yourself so you don't hurt your kidneys or your bladder or your colon. Pump the green drinks. Who was it that had the raw power? He's rewriting this book, I think. Part of the David Wolf group. Arden. But power up. I'm not anti-greens, but as a frugivorous species, we can have some. But living exclusively on this, why did we invent the juice extractor? Because we're not designed for cellulose like that. But pump on some alfalfa greens, use your spinaches, use whatever you want in there. I would definitely use because you want to keep your kidneys filtering. If you're pumping and creating all this acid, you still want to move lymph, vital, because you won't like where you're going if you don't. So you really want to do that, keep that raw up there, especially the fruits and stuff. At the same time, pump your green drinks, hit the alfalfas. I think it would be also good to have some kelp in there to keep that high iodine and calcium pumping in there so you don't lose it. You keep packing it back because in all workout you'll tend to lose it. You want to put it back. Keep working on the kidneys and everything else, but power up with green protein. If I can use that word, that's a wrong analogy. Amino acids. Pump up on green amino acids. Protein is not a proper name. We need green amino acids. If you do meat amino acids, of course, that is going to be the word protein. Body can only use aminos, so we want aminos. And pump up on the alfalfa. You'll stay alkaline. You'll strengthen up. I mean, alfalfa, we raced our horses. We powered them up with alfalfa. And let me tell you, we had some powerful horses. I train intensively and worry that muscle repair may suffer with an all-fruit diet. Probably right in that respect initially, because fruits are going to detoxify you first. So you're right in that way. If you don't have the need to go too far down the detoxification road, then by all means start pumping with greens. Shuck the whey protein, shuck all these proteins, and pump with the greens. Strongest animals in the world, raw food is fruits and vegetables. So go that route, and you'll save acidifying your body there, and you'll clean out the acids you're creating through your intense training. So being smart, I think, well, because you can pick in this whole beautiful field of botanicals, superfoods, which is your greens and all that, your fruits and your berries. You got a beautiful array of nutrition and power that you don't have in the protein field. In the protein field, I see death, I see dormancy, enzyme inhibitors, calcium loss. You can go right on down the road. There's a long, long list of what you can experience going that way. Leave that negative road and go to the positive road of power, energy, health, and vitality, dear one, and you will do well. Sweet 00976. JG. Oh, you're talking to this other guy? A medical doctor did a video on glaciers. How interesting is that? Stop talking nutritional advice from medical doctors. Absolutely. You don't go to a electrician for a carpenter question. You don't go to a plumber for an air conditioning question. Why would you go to a medical doctor for a health question? I'm amazed that people even think medical doctors have anything to do with health. And the use of that word could get them in trouble someday. This isn't what they do. And they have nothing absolutely to do with health. Nothing. Sustaining, emergency, surgeries. You could, in a twisted tongue, say, well, I cut off your breast so I saved your life, and so in a way I made you healthier. No, that didn't fit. I don't know how you could say it. Oh, this is Monica. 9 volt. I had a bad case of lymphedema and all kind of health issues, including kidney failure. Then oh, honey, good girl. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope you got rid of these. Sounds like you did. Keep going. Kick yourself in the butt, dear one. Beautiful woman. And always be healthy, just like you're doing. Thank you, 91 Gamalex. Thank you, dear one. I appreciate that. I hope you guys are. I get a little ratted out at times, so appreciate you bearing with me. I really do. I love. Oh, here's a workout boss. How you doing, bro? It was a pleasure to meet you and your woman. Great pictures, great time. I wish I had more time to spend with you, my friend, but I'm one busy dude. You know, I barely come out of my den here, and it's like, oh, what's going on out here? You know, it's like living in the dark. But you know what? That's life right now. But how you doing? Thank you for taking the time for the photo. Yes, yes, yes. Your energy was like, oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you coming in, too. Sorry, I just didn't have any time to spend with you. I wish I did. Okay, so just know that my love's always with you guys. And do good, man. You and your fiance when you're getting married. Styling. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, baby. Hello, I think I have, Sagpuka eyes. Oh, well, you know, if you're seeing white under your iris, I would really just make health my focus. I really would. I would really go for systemic power. I would really detoxify myself, and then I would work up to like the ultimate immune. There you've got the Panaxes. I put in the antlers, and that's going to power, strengthen, and rebuild bone marrow, cells. So power yourself up that way and build yourself up that way. But first detoxify. You can pump some greens and some alfalfas and some parsleys and some dandelions and stuff like that. but then go ahead and start building your health up. That's the only focus you can have anyway, to be honest with you. And your whole body is a one. You want to treat it as one, and if you do it all together, you have more power. You guys will notice that when you add the diet, it's powerful. When you do it, the diet and herbs, hold on to your hat, right? So every level has its power to help you get well. When you add it all together, hang on, strap in, the ride's going to be wild. Especially those that have a lot of toxicity and get black tongues, tumors popping out. But isn't that fun? I mean, everything else kind of sucks right now. It's fun to detox and get your body healthy and clean out all this gnarly, nasty-looking stuff, all this stinky protein and acids, and then your body's light, you feel good, you're on, you're aware, you perceive more, you're aware of people's aurics more. Cool stuff. Step in, wrap on that robe, and take it for a ride, man. What can you lose? Getting healthier? Nah, it's always a good thing. Real interesting about hydrochloric acid. Never heard this before. I know someone's telling me he's given, her husband's got a lot of cancer all through him, and so despite her, he's working himself through this, and she's trying to be a good woman, but everything. If she reads it in a magazine, I got to get this. You need this. You know, it's that sort of media hype stuff that keeps people buying all these supplements, and they don't stop and think. You know, they're just trusting and good, loving people. I love humans they're good in their hearts. You know, they trust too much sometimes, but I don't want to ever get to the point I don't trust somebody. When you tell me something, I take you for what you say, because you have to take me for what I say. I have no agenda. I have no reason except I'm here. I want to get this message out, help you guys as much as I can spiritually, and then I'm out of here. Let me tell you, there's some beautiful places, and yeah, what about the acid pH of negative thoughts and emotions? Well, you hit it right on the head, Dano. Absolutely. I mean, you see that all the time. Stress and all this, very acidic, shuts down adrenals, pumps up your epinephrine, but shuts down your ability to eliminate through urine and stool. So really, you've got to have a balance to everything. For a primate, a balance is like 30 to 40% eating through the day, 30 to 40% playing through the day, 30 to 40% resting through the day, and then sleeping. So a balance. A balance is not going too far on either side. But I have to tell you, a raw food diet can unbalance you. But as you continue to work yourself through all of this, you will get in balance. And then you can't get away from the raw because you get out of balance being unraw. So, you know, somewhere between 80-90% raw and 10 to 20% cooked, a good sustainable life, absolutely. If you want the wild side, you go up further. If you want a detox, you get up on the high fruit and you get up 100%. It's all in where your focus is, what you want to do, where you want to go, how much self-discipline you have, how much stress do you have or not have, how cold is it, how warm is it. I mean, all these factors play a role. High sugar fruit. I was just talking to someone about that. Eat a piece of bread and then eat a piece of fruit and see the difference. Bread has so much more sugar in it than fruit.